Chapter 10. Visible Attainments of Sadhana Siddhi. When the energy of sadhana matured in the form of siddhi, it was decided to channelize it in fulfilling timely needs. The work was started. It appeared as if everything was pre planned. Several persons in the beginning termed it as sheer madness and misadventure, but when all these efforts started bearing fruit, they considered that it was the siddhi of sadhana. All these acts of madness are summed up below. Number 1. Taking a pledge at the age of 15 to perform 24 Gayatri Mahapurusharans along with several self-imposed restraints for 24 years and fulfilling it without faltering. Number 2. By way of Purnahuti, a Sahasra Kundi Yagya was performed at Mathura in 1958, in which 4 lakh Gayatri sadhaks were invited and all of them attended. Arrangements were made for their stay, food, etc. for 5 days free of charge. A huge Yagyashala stage and pandal were erected and 7 temporary townships within a radius of 7 miles were set up. Lakhs of rupees were spent without begging a single paisa, and the whole function was celebrated smoothly without any interruption or disorder. Number 3. Ancestral property was sold and a grand building of Gayatri Tapo Bhumi was built at Mathura. Later, it developed into a huge center of ethical, moral, and spiritual education of the masses through the help voluntarily given by the people for which no appeal was made. Number 4. Akhand Jyoti magazine is being published regularly since 1937 without accepting any advertisements. The weekly Harijan published by Gandhiji had to be discontinued when it became non-viable. At present, 1.5 lakh copies of Akhand Jyoti are being published and each issue is being read by several persons. Its readers are not less than 1 million. Number 5. Ancient spiritual and religious literature has been translated into Hindi and absolutely low-priced books incorporating spiritual principles applicable in practical life have been published in large numbers. Some of them have also been translated into other Indian languages. These books have enlightened millions of people who have read them. Number 6. Gayatri Parivar has been established, which is spearheading A. Pragya Abhiyan, movement for refining public mind, and B. Yug Nirman Yojana for the growth of righteous tendencies and attitudes in the society. Number 7. Regular training is being imparted according to prescribed curriculum to Yug Shilpi Pragya Putra in regular camps in self-development and development of the society. Sadhana camps of 10 days each are being held for Gayatri sadhaks free of cost. Number 8. Brahma Varchas Research Institute has been established to conduct research for integration of science and spirituality. High-level research on Yagyopathy and the great power of Gayatri Mantra are being conducted here. The work of conducting new research on the ancient science of medicinal herbs initiated by Charak Rishi has also been taken up. The broken links of the ancient astronomical science are also being discovered anew. Number 9. 2,400 Pragya Peeths and 12,000 Pragya Sansthans have been established for moral, intellectual, and social rejuvenation and revitalization. Efforts are being made to spread Yugantariya Chetana amongst migrants of Indian origin in 75 foreign countries. Number 10. A new center has been established for the in-depth study of various languages and cultures of the world so that the message of the advent of the new golden era could be brought home to the people of the world at large. For the present, Publicity squads are being deputed in jeeps to Hindi, Gujarati, Odia, and Marathi speaking regions, but they will soon be sent to all parts of the country to strengthen the roots of righteousness, enlightenment, and unity. Number 11. Publicity is being done through the medium of tape recorders and slide projectors. It will now be done by video films also. Number 12. The message of Pragya Abhiyan is being spread through folders in many languages for creating an awareness of the emerging new higher consciousness in humanity. Number 13. 4 volumes of Pragya Puran have been published. Efforts are afoot to publish them in other languages, and its tapes are also being prepared. Through the medium of stories and tales in Pragya Puran, an effort has been made to provide guidance to the common masses for meeting the day-to-day challenges and problems of present-day life righteously, boldly, and wisely. Number 14. Not less than 1,000 guests, pilgrims, and trainees are in residence at Shanti Kunj at one time. They are provided free board and lodging. They return after taking prasad with a deepened faith and respect for the mission's activities. Number 15. Many persons come to Gayatri Tirth Shanti Kunj and perform Anushthan Sadhana. This has helped them in their inner self-growth, in getting rid of evil tendencies and molding their lives in accordance with perennial principles of truth. These positive orientations in their personalities have been scientifically verified at the Brahmavarchas Research Institute. It can be well imagined how much labor, concentration, manpower, and resources must have been needed to accomplish so huge a task. The fact is that the invisible power of only one individual has been in operation for accomplishment of all these stupendous tasks. The method of begging money or raising funds through contributions was never adopted. Everybody knows what pressures and persuasions are required to be used in collecting money these days, but here everything has been done voluntarily on the basis of cooperation. This is the only mission which functions on the basis of individual contribution of 10 paisa in Gyan Ghat and a handful of food grains in Dharma Ghat per day by the devotees. Everybody who contributes this insignificant amount feels a sense of belonging to the institution which is functioning by his help and cooperation. The organizers are also ever cautious to spend every paisa after careful consideration. Thus, an intimate relationship of cordiality and of close affinity is established between the members and the organization. This is the secret behind the success of this mission. No other organization has many selfless, trusted, and contented workers of great caliber as are found here. Everyone associated with this organization has tested it and firmly believes that the soul of a Brahman is luminously at work here. Millions of people had abandoned their homes and had become the disciples, parivrajaks of Buddha. Those who participated in Gandhi's Satyagraha did not ask for any remuneration. Similarly, Pragya Abhiyan is the rare example of an organization in which thousands of highly qualified full-time workers are working for the mission merely on food and clothes. It is needed a unique miracle wrought by the divine energy of Siddhi, through which so much money, manpower, resources, and spontaneous corporation of people at large are flowing to the mission. I had to go to the Himalayas a number of times in the past on the direction of my Gurudev for performing sadhana in solitude. People link these journeys with something miraculous. They believe that the Himalayas are the abode of miracle-performing beings and realized souls. In fact, I had to go to the Himalayas to become more introvert. The exterior life of a person is dominated by outer events, but his inner life is influenced by feelings and sentiments. An illumined mind and a loving heart constitute spirituality. The rat race for gratification of desires and amassing of material objects is materialism. Since I have dedicated my whole life to demonstrate life affirming spirituality while outwardly leading a normal worldly life, it became essential for me to occasionally retire into solitude with a view to nullify any influence of materialism on the exterior life. An effort was made during my Agyatwas, living in solitude in an unknown place in the Himalayas, to bring the soul as close to God as possible. The most important aim was cultivation of elevated, sublime feelings and sentiments which do not need the support of persons, resources, and favorable circumstances. In whatever circumstances one may be placed, the mental makeup has to be so molded that it may be possible to visualize the deeper reality beneath the facade of superficial phenomenon. It is then that one feels immense joy and bliss and is able to see and visualize the presence of God everywhere. Those who have an occasion to read my book, Colleagues in Solitude, Sunsan Ke Sahchar, must have understood how one can have experience of Sat, Chit and Anand by living a divinely inspired life. This is also a Siddhi. I always remain deeply absorbed in happiness and bliss like God living in heaven. Although apparently I am leading an ordinary life of the world.
My life, its legacy and message. हमारी वसीयत और विरासत. Author Sri Ram Sharma Acharya.
If you found this video helpful, then please like, comment and share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel Rishi Chintan. Please press the bell icon so that you will receive notifications of our upcoming videos. Thank you.